Coach Mack here, helping you to be, do, and have more of what you really want in your life. Today I'm going to be answering a question I received via email. Simple question: would I recommend joining a Toastmasters club as a way to build self-esteem, as well as a way to improve your public speaking and presentation skills? The short answer would be yes. Many of you may know that I've been a Toastmaster since 2006. I keep going to Toastmasters because I find that if I don't speak somewhere every couple of weeks, I start to feel rusty. And so I like to keep myself in shape, so I keep going to Toastmasters. Let me tell you a little story. Several years ago, I wanted to do some volunteer work with a worthwhile organization here in town, and I called the director. We made an appointment. I went down to the organization's offices, and the director gave me a wonderful tour. I got to see the various offices, the break room, the copier room, and then we walked into a classroom where there were over 20 students. And he introduced me as Coach Mack, and I was here to explore how we could do some work together, and I was here to tell them about myself. And then he looks at me, and my first thought was, I'm dead. My second thought was, no, I am Mr. Toastmaster, and I've been practicing this for years just for this type of situation to occur. And so I stepped up to the front of the class and spoke for about 5 to 10 minutes about myself, about other experiences that I'd had in life, and why I would like to do some volunteer work with this group of people. And I finished, and we went back to his office and sat down, and he said to me, you know, I really didn't mean to throw you under the bus like that, but we get a lot of people here who want to volunteer and who cannot really connect with our people, and I needed to know if you could connect and if you would be accepted by them before we went any further. So there you have it. The practice of being a Toastmaster for years served me well when I was really put on the spot to use everything that I'd learned. Now, the other part of the question is, what would I look for if I were going to join another Toastmasters club? And there are 3 or 4 things I can think of. First thing that comes to mind would be enthusiasm. Enthusiasm will carry the day even if the speech is not that good. And I like the idea of getting in there, giving it your best, and failing with gusto. Make it count for something. Give it your best. Be enthusiastic. You want to see a club that is enthusiastic about helping each other, about supporting each other. So enthusiasm would be the first thing I would look for in a club. The second thing would be people who are at all ages and all stages of development in their speaking ability. This would say to me that you got people who are sticking around because, like me, they want to keep practiced. But it also says you got people who feel comfortable coming in as beginners and starting to develop the process of becoming a proficient speaker. The third thing I would say that I look for is honesty. Not just like you're playing piano for your parents and no matter how bad you mess up, they're going to say, oh, you did really good. No, I want people who can give me both sides of that, who can tell me the things that I've done well, the things that I need to improve, and some of the things that I might either need to work hard to do or maybe try something else altogether. Again, that honesty is very important. It helps us to develop. It helps us to know what to do and not to do. And that brings me to the fourth thing, is that Toastmasters is a learning laboratory. It's a place where you can develop your own style, your own sense of comfort. You can try crazy things like gestures or vocal variety and see what really works for you or what doesn't work for you. And it's a safe place. You can try things, you can mess up, and it doesn't count against you, so that when you go out there into the real world, you have a better idea as to what really is going to work for you versus what's not, and you don't make the same kind of errors that you would if you just walked out there and started speaking point blank. One of the things that I find irritating is that a lot of people will actually present themselves as professional speakers. You look on their website and there's a bullet point there that says professional speaker. And when you go and listen to them speak, they speak for 30 minutes. It was one fellow, I heard him speak for 30 minutes, and I counted 210 uhs. And every other word seemed like it was and sometimes he would do 4 in a row. That's not what you think of when you think of someone who is going to be a professional speaker, a professional presenter. And that's one of those things about Toastmasters, is that grammarian, that honesty that you get there, to fix, to improve, to feel like your Toastmaster audience and club is there for you and supports you. So in summary, yes, I think Toastmasters is a great way to build self-esteem, to prepare for the unexpected, to become a more proficient speaker and presenter. And this has been Coach Mack, helping you be, do, and have more of what you really want.